All right, frog exam. Tomorrow. It's one of only 2 exams this quarter, so you know it's going to be important. Not as important as the next exam because this is only for a 2-week project, whereas the next one's going to be for the rest of the quarter. But I'm going to read directly off of this, so there's no reason you shouldn't do well. Half of the test is going to be stuff from the notes, identifying structures in a drawing. The other half, head up Matt, the other half will be identifying structures in the pans around the room. They do this a lot for biology classes where you have to look at the actual thing and tell me what it is. So that means that if you had a male frog, you need to know what the female parts look like and vice versa. If you had a female frog but yours didn't have mature eggs, you need to know what that looks like because you might have to identify those next time. Also, when we get to the check today, there still are a few of you that haven't been checked off on the musculoskeletal check. You need to get that done first. But I imagine we'll have some time left over and everyone will finish in plenty of time today. Okay, question number 1, not necessarily in that order. The small round membrane on the head just behind the eye is? Tympanic membrane. The digits of the frog are webbed on the which legs? Hind legs, rear legs only. The rear legs are used primarily for what 2 things? Swimming and jumping or hopping. If the frog had an elbow, which set of legs would it be on? Front legs. The knee would be on the back, of course. The largest internal organ is the liver. Which of these is part of the cardiovascular system? Lungs, kidney, heart, liver. Heart. Cardio, heart. Heart was the one, the others are, well, we've got kidneys, that's urinary system, lungs, respiratory system. The blood vessels color-coded blue are veins. Still have those of you that aren't getting that right. Spit it out. I'm really getting sick and tired of having to nag you guys about gum. It's like the rule means nothing to you. It's no big deal. It does bug me when you totally ignore a rule. All right, veins are blue, and veins carry dirty or clean blood? Dirty. High in what stuff? And low in oxygen. Arteries are what color? Red, and carry blood to or away from the heart? Away. Artery away is the way to remember that. Artery away. All right, let's see. Testes are attached by a membrane to what organs? I heard someone say it.
Kidneys.
Kidneys, yes. Let's see. Sperm is produced in the testes. Female frogs have what 2 organs? And oviducts. Ovaries and oviducts. The leftover of the oviducts for the male frog is referred to as the vestigial oviducts. Female frogs produce about how many eggs? Thousands. Which of these is part of the respiratory system? Esophagus, trachea, liver, kidneys.
Trachea.
Trachea. Trachea is also known as the windpipe. So that's definitely for the respiratory system or breathing. On average, the frog's rear legs are how much longer than their body? 1.5. 1.5 times. What is the belly side of the frog called? Ventral. Not ventricle, which is found in the heart. The back side of the frog is dorsal. What 2 features distinguish a male frog from a female frog from the outside? Thumb pad? And vocal sac. Good. Okay, how many sets of teeth does the frog have?
2.
They are named?
Vomarine and maxillary.
The vomarine, there's how many?
2.
Maxillary? Many. They're both located on the upper jaw. Which are smaller? Maxillary. Digestive waste and sperm are stored where? Oh, got you on that one. Digestive waste and sperm are stored in what structure? It's found at the end of the large intestine. Cloaca. Okay, that might be one you want to write down if you don't remember that. The cloaca, not the cochlea, that's in the ear. The cloaca is that enlarged section at the end of the large intestines where we store poo, Number 2, fecal matter, okay, and sperm. Urine is stored in the bladder. And you saw a little puffy sac that was deflated in your frog as the bladder. Why is the back of the frog darker? Camouflage. From what 2 things? Predators and prey. Why? What is the belly intended to blend in with? When they're in the water. Got it. All right. Then you need to be able to identify some structures by sight in an illustration. We haven't used this illustration much, but you should be able to identify things based on where they're located and their shape. Also, notice the little descriptors here. Largest organ, bright pink sac, tubes, black spots, okay? This is showing the female and the male side of the frog. And we have a little race so far. These are the times for first and second period. Let's see if we can get someone up here to beat that. Can match these up. I guess it's Brianna. So, you got to get the timer to go first, and then you can start your match.
Brianna, you better do it.
I'll do it bad just because Matt's.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yep.
Go, go, go.
Can't see.
Oh, it stayed on too long. You're not on it. Oh, there you go.
She's only like 30 more seconds.
Oh.
You got 2 of them wrong right now.
Zach, you're not Zach.
Don't help her. Don't help her. She can finish.
Jason won't tell Sally.
Hush. Stayed on too long.
10 seconds.
I don't know that.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Long top solid.
Close.
Sorry, solid. Okay. Large intestines. Stop hard. Thank you.
2 left. 2 left.
Little one.
Stop the timer. Stop the timer. 1:45 is when you hit it, so that puts you in second place.
Aw,
All
man.
right.
It won't stop.
That's all right. You didn't hit the right spot.
It's so long.
All right. So you should be able to do that, but remember, you also need to be able to recognize them in reality, the real deal. If you didn't see eggs, mature eggs in the ovaries, they make the ovaries look quite different. And when they stretch, they look like this. It looks like little clumps of caviar in there, okay? So you might see ovaries that look like that, or you might see just little fluffy pouches. The oviducts, too, they get considerably bigger. That's what they're showing here in the gray. Of course, yours are going to be more of a yellowish, tannish color. And they will stretch and get much, much bigger. So you need to be able to recognize teeny tiny ones as well as big ones. Are there any questions on this?